What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, John. Let's get into it. All right. First video is back up. Feeling good. Was a little nervous, honestly, pressing that publish button. I was also so nervous, right? So I initially had set it to come out on the 24th at 2 o'clock. I go back and check, it was for the 25th. I'm like, wait a minute, how did this happen? So when I initially went back into YouTube to actually publish for today, I was like, well, I'm doing it. Did it. Now, yeah, I'm not trying to track and be on it every refresh the page to see how many views or likes it got. You know, I shared it on my socials, on my IG as well. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Was able to go outside, do some errands today. Went to Starbucks, got this drink my brother put me on to. Probably the only coffee drink I do drink here and there. Grande cinnamon latte with almond milk, and the white mocha latte. That's the drink right there. I could drink that hot or cold. That's the one right there, man. That's the one right there. But he put me onto that after I came back from doing the 5 Boro bike tour. That was a great time. Like riding through New York City. I'll post some footage here. But riding through New York City, like with no traffic, no cars, all 5 boroughs, that's an experience I definitely recommend everyone to try. And I know when you hear 40 miles, you're like, that's a lot. That's a daunting task. No thanks. But trust me when I tell you, like, there's riders from 8 to 80. Like, granted, you do have your tryhards. They're probably like in wave 1. They'll finish maybe doing it in 2 hours. But I was riding with some family, and yeah, we took it slow. I mean, one of the families I remember I was riding with, they've done it a few times, so they just like served as a good guide. Yo, there's drinks, there's food, people stop along the way. They just chill. Like, it's nothing like being able to ride across all 5 boroughs in one day in 4 hours. Like, it's really like, and it's such a good experience. I would definitely recommend it. Like, even if you don't own a bike, you can rent a bike. Not just the city bikes. You can bring whatever bike you want. A lot of bike shops offer rental deals for that day, and then once you're done, you basically bring the rental bike back before you board the ferry. And so it starts in New York on the Lower East Side by the financial district, by Wall Street side, and then it ends in Staten Island. So it was a great time. I took my time. Some of the bridges were actually challenging. Like you know when you're in a car driving up a highway, you don't really feel you're going up a hill. But when you're riding your bike, oh man, up the 59th Street Bridge, it's like, oh snap, this incline is deep. And then you're going down the other highway, I think the BQE. Yeah, you're riding up that BQE hill. Oh my goodness. I recommend it. It's around like every May. Yeah, this year was May. I think it's around every May. Yeah, because I thought I wouldn't be able to go because of my sister's graduation. But yeah, it's every May, and it's good. You register. Apparently, you should do this. I did one about the wrong way. You can raise money so you don't have to pay the registration out your own pocket. I didn't know that. Now I know for next year I'm doing that. And I think I ended up riding with wave 3. It's about 6 different waves. The better, if you're in the back of the back, you can always catch up. You'll probably see the people. Actually, you won't, because I was supposed to meet up and see some other friends who were in wave 1, but I never saw them because they got there really early. think that they arrived at like the 7, 8 o'clock hour. I showed up at the 9 o'clock hour. Yeah, and they were gone. We were texting throughout, but I never was able to meet up with them. So many people, but also so much fun. Like, there's nothing like riding through New York City on a bike, on 2 wheels, being able to you see it from a whole different point of view. Yeah, so I do recommend it. But then, so how I got to this drink, because after, it was kind of like a perfect overcast day. It was sunny, and then, there's rumors of rain. Never rained, though. Crossed the finish line in Staten Island. Woo! Feeling hype. Feeling so hype. Just got this medal. This cool medal. 5 Boro Bike Tour. What it says. Yes, New York, May 5th, 2024. It got some weight to it. Looks kind of cool, too. When it's, who doesn't want a medal? Who doesn't? It matches the fit, too. Got the Lakers. Warren Lotus. T collab. He does some good stuff too. But anyways, back to the story. Yeah, so crossed the finish line 5 or 10 minutes after. Got off my bike, took some photos. You'll see that photo right here. I'm gonna post that photo here, the photos I took. And then crossed the finish line. Did I even get something to eat? No, I wasn't gonna get anything to eat because I was planning to meet my wife after the finish line with her family, as I was riding with some of her family, but never happened because now, when you're in Staten Island, you're where we thought we were. You're about 6 miles from the actual ferry. So we finished. We're like, yeah, where are we gonna meet them up at? But mind you, because the 5 Bro Bike Tour, there are countless street closures. So your typical meet up with someone isn't happening. Ended up meeting her back at the ferry in New York. Long story short there. But mind you, so back to once again, this drink. I'm all over the place right now. We end up, once we cross the finish line, taking photos, get back on the bikes, it starts pouring rain. Oh my gosh. It's cold, heavy rain. So now it's just like, get back, and now it's just go mode. Now you're riding. You got the helmet on, got the shades on. Luckily, I did have a rain jacket on, and I'll post more videos and pictures from that day right here in this video. But I was just on go mode. I think I even left my family that I was riding with. I was like, y'all, I'll see you guys. I'm out of here. I'm trying to get out of here. So now I'm racing 6 miles. So that's like another about 20 minutes. So I'm thinking, once I get there, I'm going right to the ferry. Wrong. You get to the ferry, now you're riding. Mind you, you're riding through all Staten Island. It's wet, it's cold. Get to the ferry, now it's a line. Oh my gosh. I think I even have some footage, I think, of that. I'm gonna put it here if I have it. So now imagine, it's like something out of like one of those movies where it's like those end of the world movies where everyone's waiting on the boat to get to safety. But mind you, it's just a whole bunch of cyclists. So now we're all just waiting in this line. It's about 3 different lines, but people they're like urging you to walk your bike. I'm like sitting on my bike the whole time because I don't want to just stand in the rain and in the cold with this rain jacket. My rain jacket is drenched at this point. Cold, I'm shivering. I'm just like, man, why did I sign up for this? So I think I ended up missing waiting about for like 2 or 3 ferry trips before I actually got on. Oh man, it was bad. And luckily for me, my brother worked near at one of the Starbucks that was right there off the ferry back in the New York side. Walked in, dapped him up, got to see him. He's like, yo, you want something to drink? I was like, man, what you got? Dude brought me this grande cinnamon dolce latte. Thing held it down. Blessed my soul, warmed me up. Oh man, got me right. So I've been drinking ever since. Not weekly, maybe like once or twice a month, maybe. I was definitely drinking in the summertime a lot when it was warm months. It's a good, refreshing, just cool drink to have. But that might be the only coffee drink I drink. But yeah, I'm gonna post some of those 5 Boro Bike Tour trips on this video to see. But once again, I do recommend that everyone does it at least once. It's not like a marathon. Now, I used to want to do a marathon. I signed up to do the marathon, I think to qualify for this year's. So I did last year. I signed up, went through the whole, what do you call that? New York Road Runners Club, made a profile. You select your races to qualify. You have to like meet a minimum requirement of races to do. Did my first 4-mile race. Actually, I'll show some of that footage in here too. I did my first 4-mile race. Was it 4 or 6 miles in Central Park? And that's a cool experience too. Like, you're running, again, people of all shapes and sizes. Everyone's a runner, everyone's an athlete, right? But then you wake up in the morning, you get there to the city. Also, with that, hold on. With that, I actually forgot I never had a pin to tape to clip my number, my bib to my shirt. So now imagine this. On race day, I get there. First off, parking. I should have got there way earlier. I'm trying to park. I'm doing laps by Central Park to find a parking spot. End up finding a spot. Didn't get a ticket. I parked like the front of my car might have been in the crosswalk. The cops had mercy that day. No ticket. Thank God. So now I park. I get to the race. So now imagine this. I'm walking past a whole bunch of runners. I'm like, hey, does anybody have a pin? No one has a pin. I'm going to different event staff workers. You got a pin? You got a pin? No one has a pin. Some random bystander happened to have pins. Gave me 2 pins. I put one here and I put one here. I was like, thank you so much. Then got in line. So now, once again, with this race, you got waves. So the first wave is going. I think I waited like another 10 minutes before I'm able to start running. And then, boom, we're off. And it's like, it really reminded, like, yo, everyone in this city, in this world, is running their own race. They're running their own race. And guess what? We're all focused on finishing the race. We're all focused on finishing. You're not letting anything stop you. So that was kind of like a good reflection moment. Like, hey, we're really all in this, but at different life stages. It was deep. I was there, but I reflected a lot, like while I'm running, and then also while I'm running around New York City and Central Park on this. It was a pretty good day weather-wise. After a while, I think like mile 2.5, just like, why am I here? Why am I getting up? Why am I here running through Central Park to qualify to do this like at least a handful more times to then run 26 miles? Nah. No, man. No. Fun experience. It just wasn't a race. I don't know what place I came in, but here we are. Here we are. It's a beautiful day. Man, oh man. What an experience. What an experience. I think for future, I'll probably do a half marathon, 13. I could knock out 13. 26? I can't. I got a few friends who got a few marathons under their belts. Hey man, shout out to them. Shout out to them, man, but not me. A marathon, I used to want to do it once and get it over with, but I don't think it's happening anymore. I don't think. It's just not in the cards for me at all. It's not in the cards, man, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be. But I will ride a bike for 40 and 60 and maybe 80 miles. I'll do that before I run 26 miles. And you might like, wait, how does that make sense? But riding your bike is way different. It's just different. Got a comfy seat. Yeah, I'll bike 60 miles before I actually run 26 miles. No way. I think with the marathon too, you're all over the city. I think you start and end in the city as well. I could be wrong. New York City Marathon I'm speaking on, not any other city marathon, but New York City Marathon specifically. Oh man, but yeah. Once again, hey man, if whatever moves you, just get out there and get active. Go at your own pace, or go with the crew. Things are always better with friends. And it always comes back to that quote that I kind of wrestle with as I live my life. Go faster alone, go further together. And yeah, and you just think about that. Like, go faster alone, go further together. You can do a lot more when you have people with you, as long as they're not the people holding you back. But that's something different. But things are always better with the group, whether it's the gym, playing sports, trying something new. Yeah, just go get it.